Okay, so we just journeyed from Syracuse to a small town right outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania at a farm called Indraloka, and it's an animal sanctuary, and here I have Indra who's going to tell us a little bit about the farm. Go ahead, Indra.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us. Really happy to be here.
Yeah. So this is Indraloka, and Indraloka is a Sanskrit word. It's the name of the heaven for the gods, and the sanctuary was founded on the principle that all life is sacred. So while we focus on farm animals, we also want to create safe space for the birds and the butterflies and the insects and the humans and everybody who comes our way.
And you said you don't mow the lawn, you kind of welcome all the bugs and everything.
Right.
It's awesome.
And you'll see that as we walk.
So what I've seen so far, it's really beautiful here. So you're going to take us on a tour and show us what we have? Good.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to meet all our friends
Yeah.
here. So we're hanging out with a bunch of pigs out here, and they're huge, as you can see. And this is Sarah. And Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about who we got here? Why don't you introduce them and maybe tell some of their stories?
This is Eddie, and Eddie jumped off a truck in New Jersey, and he has lived here since then. And this is Duncan. Duncan was bred for meat, like all of the pigs. He and Nugget came together as brothers, and they have since lived their lives out in freedom. And Jeremiah came to us starving, and we nursed him back to health. Vets thought that he would die, but in 2 weeks he was walking. He was unable to walk when he came to us. He had frostbite and pneumonia, and blood was gushing out of his nose. But since then he's doing much better, and he's free, running, and better than ever.
Yeah, he's looking a lot healthier these days, huh? They're super friendly. I mean, one of them just knocked me over almost. They're not they're not afraid of us at all.
They're not violent like many farms think. They're not violent at all. They're just super cuddly and love to love, and they love wallowing.
Well, if you don't mind, Sarah, I'm going to go pet him for a few minutes, and then we'll go to the next spot. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Oh, right there.
That's the world famous Eddie Traffic. He's the one that jumped off the truck in Jersey and made national news.
Look at, he's famous. Can I have your autograph? These guys love to have their belly rubbed. So you got to get in here, even if it's a little muddy sometimes. So where do these guys come from?
So Doña Lila and Don Quixote came from what's called a kill sale, which means that it's a sale where equines are being sold for meat that will be eaten by humans in other countries. Sometimes in the United States, but mostly in other countries. And Satya was abandoned at a boarding stable because she was no longer rideable. And the boarding stable was very kind and took good care of her and worked really hard to find her a safe place.
So how do you get these larger animals transported here? You have your own trailer, or?
We don't. I have a Honda Element that I have put everybody up to the size of a large calf into. And other than that, we get people who have trucks and trailers, but we really need to get one of our own. Just even for safety's sake, for emergencies that might come up. We might need to get them to the hospital more quickly than we can get a volunteer here.
Absolutely. All right, so where are we now?
So we're in a paddock, which has an interesting set of birds here. We have Maja the Fabu, who's a peacock who was found wandering around a neighborhood in the middle of winter one year with a hurt leg, and nobody knew where he belonged. And he seems to have adopted this family of wild geese. So these are two Canada geese that you can see here that can't fly. So they're free to come and go as they please, but they have chosen to live here. And as you can see, we don't have them fenced in. They can go in and out through all of these areas here, but they actually chose to have a nest this year and have some goslings. And because they're wild, we don't breed here at the sanctuary, but certainly wild animals are welcome to breed here if they'd like to.
Right.
However, as you see the goslings' colors, now we're thinking they might have some domestic geese in them. And that often happens with Canada geese. So we don't know who they're going to be, but they're cute, aren't
They are cute.
Yeah.
I know, right?
This is Moksha, affectionately called Mookie. And Mookie came to us last September. He was bred on a beef farm, and the people didn't realize that he had been born. They sold his mother for slaughter when he was only a couple of days old. He was actually starving in the pasture when we got him. And what makes his story especially interesting is that when he got here, he was literally nothing but skin and bones. And we had a cow at the time named Penny, who had been here for over 7 years and never given birth during that time. She began lactating and actually was nursing him. When he arrived, I have pictures I'll show you, her tears just streaming down her face, and her compassion was so strong that she literally started lactating to start nursing him. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're hanging out with some sheep with Kate here, and Kate, why don't you tell us what's going on in this little pen?
Well, this guy's trying to eat my bracelet right now. These are the sheep at Indraloka. These guys are my favorites because anytime you're having a bad day, you can come sit in the field and they'll come and lay around you like a bed of clouds. They all come from various situations, some of them from hoarding situations, some of them from being sent off to slaughter. But they've all formed a really nice family together here, and they do really well. Right now, we're sort of in the middle of shearing them.
Okay.
Our regular shearer recently retired, and so we haven't found someone we like, mostly because they all handle them like factory farm animals.
Right,
They
not
don't
the way
treat
they
them.
should be. Yep.
Yeah, so we haven't found anyone who can pet them and love them while they're cutting their hair the way that we will. So we're in the process of doing that. So a lot of them look like they're wearing some wool skirts right now.
They're probably a little hot.
Yeah, we're getting it off slowly and surely.
Yeah,
Learning
yeah.
a lot.
How's the produce today, guys?
Check this out. It's delicious.
This is Thelma. She is one of our most social turkey hens, and she was just following you around and asking you to be pets. So I think that's an important thing for people to know about turkeys that they may not know, is that they're often extremely affectionate, and they like to get up in your lap and really get cuddled.
Don't touch.
And you can tell how Thelma's feeling by the color of her head. I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so a turkey who's feeling very happy's head is going to start getting more colorful. So brighter red, brighter blue. And over here we have Charlie walking like that.
This is Lily Pie. She was found on a highway. They believe that she was going to slaughter. She's about 5 months old, we think. And she was found on Easter Sunday, actually. Somebody just saw her running alongside the highway and put her in her car.
And brought her here?
And brought her here.
Oh. She hangs out by herself? Is there a reason for that? Shy?
Well, right now she's young, so
So you gotta-
she's like the newest, one of the newest
She's new to the pack.
members, so yeah.
Okay.
So this is Bella, and this is her sister, Luna, running around. Bella and Luna came to us from a classroom project. They were doing a hatch incubator in the classroom. And for the most part, when they're hatched, they go back to slaughter. These guys, fortunately, I guess you could say, both had splayed legs, which, as you could see, Bella's leg is completely backwards. And normally, and we have successfully helped them before, you would just tape their leg to the other leg, and as they grow, it will correct itself. That happened with Luna, but unfortunately, Bella was a little bit too far gone.
Okay.
We took her to the vet, and he suggested to talk to a specialist. We talked to the specialist. They were going to perform surgery, and they just said it was too risky. So we just give her the best life that we possibly can, and she's happy and gets to hang out and peck in the grass, and it's okay, Lovey. It's okay.
it's okay.
I know.
You woke me up for this.
So this here is Selleck. He came from, as Mara was saying, pretty deplorable conditions. We actually helped the Humane Police do a very large rescue. There were over 50 pigs that were just kept in darkness. They were starving, they weren't being fed, and we were luckily able to help Selick out. He was originally over with that group of mini pigs over there, and in the mornings we would find him snuck out and sleeping with the turkeys and chickens, and so we decided that he was most happy with them, and we just moved him over here so that they could keep him company. And as Mara also said, he is blind, so you'll notice that, not right now, but he'll normally recognize you by voice recognition. As soon as you say Sally Belly, he'll know, and he probably didn't come over because he doesn't recognize your voice, so he knows that somebody's unfamiliar. Yeah. But Sally Belly loves belly rubs and full body rubs. Legs,
Who doesn't,
arms,
right?
everything. So
we're hanging out with some mini pigs here. Indra, tell us a little bit about them. Why are you rescuing these mini pigs?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, as I told you when we started, we mostly rescue animals that are used for food. But a lot of people don't know that mini pigs are often used in laboratories for research.
Okay.
Because pigs are so much like humans that a lot of the medical research that is done on them. And it's a very difficult life for them. These pigs, with that said, these pigs did not come from a laboratory. They came from a hoarding situation, the same situation that Selick came from.
Okay.
But I think it's an important opportunity for people to meet these pigs and understand how much more they have to offer than just being used
Poking
for
and prodding
experiments.
and vivisection.
So how much does he weigh?
I'm going to guess that he is over 2,000 pounds, somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500. And as you can see, the flies are bothering him a bit today. So take a look at how big he is.
Yeah, he's huge. He's the size of a...
Careful.
He'll poke you. Now, what's Nandi's story? This is Nandi.
Yeah, this is Nandi. So Nandi is one of several Holstein steers that we have, and he came from a dairy farm. So
Leo.
that's right. So when Nandi was born on the dairy farm as a male, they had no use for him.
What's amazing is if looking at the size of these, if they were going to be veal, they wouldn't have made it. I mean, how old? 14 days, you know, really, really young.
That's right.
Shoved into a small crate,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
so nice to see. I mean, this is a full size right here. Wow.
He's
How
still
old
growing.
is he?
He's still growing a little bit. He's probably about 5 years old now.
And they have a lifespan to about 20? Is that right?
We hope so. Now the issue is with a Holstein male, okay, Holsteins are bred to be large so that they produce more milk.
Knees.
The males never use, yeah, exactly,
Okay.
and heart. So their joints and their heart is what we need to be most concerned about. It's difficult to carry that much weight around every
Right.
single day.
And that's all due to probably genetically modified.
That's right.
Okay.
It's selective breeding.
So it's selective breeding.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be this old and this big in the factory farm industry, dairy industry. But looks like he's happy. He's hanging out, eating some
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
And friendly with humans?
Very friendly. He's shy, but friendly once he knows you.
Yeah. You're trying to relocate.
Yes, we are.
Let's talk about that
Yes.
for a second.
Yeah.
Where are you trying to be?
So we actually have a $1.6 million matching gift, which we are super excited about, but we don't get it unless we match it. So it's really important for us to do everything that we can right now to bring in that money, because what we're going to do is we're going to move to a more central location that's easier for more people to get to. It's also going to be a bigger facility. The reason that that's important is not only that we can bring in more animals ourselves, but that we can bring in more human animals who can then meet all of these guys and understand how valuable and important they are and how much more they can do for us as our friends than us trying to use them. Yeah.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
something I've always thought it's so important to see the personalities of every single animal. They're not just an item on a conveyor belt, you know.
That's right.
And I think what you guys are doing is great. Damn, you look good. Hi. Indra, thank you so much for having us today at the Indraloka Animal Sanctuary. We had a great time meeting all the animals. Even that guy over there.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Now, Indra, where can everybody find you? You have a website?
Yes, it's indraloka.org.
That's very easy to remember. And now I want to talk one more time about the gift. You have a $1.6 million gift, but you have to match it, so you need some donations.
That's right. That's going to help us get a bigger and better place so we can have more visitors, do more advocacy, and most importantly, rescue more animals.
That's so exciting to hear. I had such a great time as well. And don't forget, guys, Indraloka.org, and make sure you donate. Let's help them get a bigger farm. High fives all around.